Hi, Kono community. This is Jaden here, together with Willis. For this video, we will be sharing about the summaries of the community call we had on last Monday. Actually, I recorded videos on last Monday for the community call, but unfortunately, there were some audio issues as a result. Like parts of the audios were missing, so we decided to record a new videos which will basically summarize what we have gone through during Monday's community call. So on Monday's community calls, we actually do a live demo on our validators and proposal systems, which is a very important components of the decentralized governance of Konomi network. So and we also answer some questions from the communities, and we also gather some feedbacks. So without further ado, I will pass on to Willis. He will be sharing about the proposals and validators.
Okay, I think previously we have shown like how do we use the currency list. For example, here are the basically the currencies that we have, and then how do we make a subscription with existing. So if you want to subscribe and read basically from the contract or the prices, you just basically click this button and it will be added to your subscription. And then once you make a subscription, you can just key in like how long you want for each, and then click confirm, and then we'll charge you like a some amount of Konos, and then you can make your subscription. So the question is, what if our proposal, what if the subscription I want, the asset or the token that I want is not, for example, in the currency list. So in this case, we need to write, for example, create a proposal that actually onboards a new currency. Okay, so what we do is basically we have a list of proposals, and each proposal basically is just a token that you want to onboard. You want to have it. So in that sense, for example, we have a Kono, we have quite a few that we have either rejected or because either no one is voting, or it has expired, or because it will automatically expire, reject if it's expired, or some, for example, that's already executed. So so how do we onboard is basically we click new proposal, and then we key in, for example, whichever asset currency that we want, for example, ETH, and then the slot basically is Ethereum. Ethereum? Did I have a typo? No, right? Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, okay, no typo. Okay, so the client type basically is the like in what format do you want us to push it to? We can push it to substrate. Basically, you just key in your parachain name, parachain URL, feed ID, and then basically this will uniquely identify your basically the parachain that you have, and we'll push it over. But you need our client to be installed in your parachain, and we would recommend you first try out our contract, because this is what we have extensively tested. And for substrate, we'll extensively test that later with the parachain deployment. So anyway, once we have selected the client type to the contract, we'll see the contract address will be displayed after the proposal execution. So basically, if the proposal that you have made is correct, and then in that case, after execution, then everything will be deployed. The new contract will be deployed, and you will receive that address. So here you can select which data source you want to fetch from. For example, we know CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, or Binance Exchange, and then or you want a Uniswap, also can. But basically, you just choose whatever data sources you want, and then you can just fill in the missing information. To keep it simple, I'll just use CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. But the idea is we need to, for some data sources, you need to key in some extra information, such as what's the coin ID. So in this case, in CoinMarketCap, the coin ID might be some number. So for example, I need to search it. So basically, as the proposer, you need to be aware of what's this coin ID, and as the validator, it'll show you like we need to validate this. Okay, so anyway, then just keep it simple. I just use CoinGecko, and Okay, maybe okay. Anyway, I'll show like a simple example first, and then the list period. Basically choose the aggregation strategy because we have different data sources. For example, let's just select Binance Exchange, and these different data sources. We need to aggregate the results from these sources together. So we've chosen, we have two implement two. One is simple average. I think soon we'll retire this because probably this is not sophisticated enough, or it doesn't suit our lending protocol that much. Also, we have implemented a T-WAP algorithm, and in the future we'll come up with different algorithms that suits our lending protocol. So, and then here we can choose how long you want to subscribe this. For example, this like price feeding, and then for now in our DevNet it's just 1 week and 1 month, but in our mainnet probably we'll start with a year, and after that we can just confirm this to make a proposal. So let's just basically just wait. Okay. Okay. So let's just wait for the transaction to finish. And after it has finished, probably I will show up here basically in the list of active proposals, and that's where the users can start to vote. Okay, our transaction is complete, and let's check it out. Yeah, so you see here your proposal basically is created and it's active. So let me switch my account to a validator. So as a validator, what we need to do is we need to check, for example, if the symbol is correct and if the slug is correct, and for example, if it's CoinGecko or Coin Market Cap, basically you will provide a coin ID. We need to verify if this coin ID is actually corresponding to Ethereum. Otherwise, we're actually fetching the wrong ID, fetching the wrong price for this symbol. And then if everything is correct, this two, for example, is just a configuration parameter, so we don't really have to check. It's just we need to make sure they're actually valid or long enough. So anyway, once it's okay, then we just approve. If it's not okay, then we reject. And if it's, for example, if you want to reject, you can type in the reason saying coin ID is wrong, something like that. We'll capture it, but keep it short to save your gas fee. And for now, I think that's what our validator will do. In the future, we'll make it like, for example, use code automatically do it. At the same time, for our future validators, we'll also verify our price feed on chain. So we'll slowly, gradually do that. So for now, this is what we're looking at the current phase. And I think Jaden, maybe later you can share more about validator selection rules and how do we participate from the community. Okay, anyway, just vote. Yes, only validators can vote, and we just wait for the transaction to pass. Okay. So anyway, this is the proposal creation transaction, and this new transaction is in progress. So let's just wait for it to finish. Okay. Anyway, this has voted. So as basically we just have to wait for this voting to be done. So I think this would usually take about, in the mainnet, would take about like 3 days. I think should be enough time for the validators to vote. And in this test net, we are actually like changing it to like around 10 minutes or so. So anyway, let's just toggle back to our user, and let's just refresh, and let's just wait for the status. Okay, this is still active, Ethereum. And in our summary, basically in here, it just shows the past proposal that we have. And we don't have, because it's a new token, we don't even have the image of this like this token in the future. And basically once it's approved, and then we'll upload the image anyways. So we just use this a default image. So in here, in summary, you'll see the list of proposals that I have done. So currently I see here, this is the active proposal that I have. These are all the rejected proposals that I have. And also these are the executed. So once it's executed, you would actually generate, for example, an Oracle entry that actually has the price feed. So you'll see the address of your subscription. Basically, only you can see it. I mean, but anyway, the information is on chain, but for here on our website, it's an indexer. So basically, we are already like indexed for you, so only your account can see it, and others might not be able to see it. So anyway, we just wait. Oh yeah, okay. So now the status has basically the voting has ended, and our state has been the status is approved. So once approved, we can execute it. So once when we execute it, so we have to be certain that once done, right, we'll have like an Oracle NFT that's Konomi. So basically, the purpose of this Oracle this NFT, later Jaden can explain more. Basically, it's an indication that you have earned a subscription. You have made a subscription from us. So anyway, as the user, we can, as the proposer of this, and once it's approved, we can execute this. So once execute, let me just confirm it, and then just wait for the transaction to finish. Okay, it's executing. And after that, another token or an NFT will be rewarded to our wallet, and we can use that NFT as an indicator that we have made this subscription. Okay, let's just wait. Okay. So the transaction has ended. Yeah, now I see I have one more Oracle, and with that, basically this, if you try to execute again, probably just says it's an error. So it just takes some time for the indexer to capture the state change, but on chain is reflected. So this is lagging by a bit, but soon it will be synchronized. So anyway, that's the whole flow. So with that, we should be able to see the ETH coming over. And let's just do a refresh. Okay, let's just wait for this ETH to be currency list to be shown here. Basically now the backend is actually fetching prices, and to actually have a valid price pushed over, we'll have to wait. So that's why in the summary, it's not showing up yet. So this image we have not uploaded. So basically it's a new token that's not currently recognized in the system. That's why we have a default blank image. Okay, so we just have to wait like 5 to 6 minutes for the price to be actually pushed over. So with that, it should be like a valid end-to-end process, and we will be able to see your price feed coming over pretty soon after some time. There is some timing required for the price aggregation. So with that, should come to a conclusion to our end-to-end flow. So we'll see if Jaden has anything else to add.